And our correspondent Adam Zivo, who is in Jerusalem, has more on the reactions from those in Israel to the American bombings of Iranian nuclear sites.
The United States attacked 3 key Iranian nuclear facilities early Sunday morning local time using special bunker buster bombs designed to destroy underground targets. U.S. President Donald Trump has claimed the strikes were successful and that they obliterated Iran's nuclear program, but Tehran contests this assessment. On Sunday afternoon, following the attack, I wandered through Jerusalem and found the city relatively empty. Swaths of Old Jerusalem, for example, were almost entirely deserted. A squadron of police officers in the area told me that most people were staying in their homes for the day, and while there was more pedestrian traffic in the newer, less touristic districts, these places too were quiet. That being said, people on the streets seemed calm and not particularly panicked about escalating tensions. I interviewed several Israelis and a few tourists for their opinions on U.S. involvement in the war against Iran, and asked for their thoughts on the city's atmosphere and their own personal sense of safety. Here's what they had to say.
I think it's a very important part of the history that we were waiting and expecting for a very long time. We are happy to see that miracles and things like this, we're not stretched, we just feel that we are living the history.
I was so proud and happy that America bombed the nuclear facilities in Iran. I think that this has been a long time in coming. It's going to protect the whole world from Iran, who has been facilitating terror.
We've been praying, but I was like, we've been praying like it should be done soon, not wait for the long time, and it's happened.
Whatever's going to happen, we realize that it's all for the good, and we're looking forward only to hearing great news for the whole world and for Jews everywhere.
As an Israeli, I am glad USFA has entered this turmoil because we are not alone in it. As an American, I am a little bit worried about what will happen to my beloved America. So I have mixed feelings, but mostly I'm happy that we are not alone in this ordeal.
Nobody wants war anymore of these wars. And I think that Trump administration this way will reach a real peace in the world.
I think we saw what Iran can do. I don't think they could do any worse. We've already obliterated most of the potential of what they can do. So I'm not afraid, and I don't see fear from my friends. Just like I'm going now to the park with my children, my friends are also going to the parks today. We do not feel fearful.
Honestly, I felt very peaceful through this situation, and you hear a lot of talk, both sides, big talk, and you just kind of hold everything with a loose hand. And at least for me personally, I'm not too shaken emotionally.
Yeah. Trusting the Lord with whatever happens.
Yeah.
We're here. We'll see how things unfold.
Yeah.
It's a bit quiet. It was starting to build up. People were starting to get out on the streets this past Friday. The streets were hustling and bustling, and now it's a bit similar to the vibe of when the war started with Iran. Like it's quieting down. Streets are a bit empty now.
As you can see, also people are even though we are going through so much, but we are moving on, living. People are okay outside. Even though we are going through in our heart, but we just want to leave.
We know how to cope, most of us. Some people don't. Some people learn how to keep busy or see the bright side of life, will go into their Talmudic studies and delve into the ancient texts and find some solace in there.
I think it's probably different here on the ground than what the media, what people are seeing back home.
Yeah, I think the consensus at our school is that we all feel very safe, and we want to stay and see this through and see what happens.
While escalating tensions with Iran did not frighten Jerusalem's residents, they caused the Canadian government to cancel its evacuation plans for the day. One of these interviewees, an Australian tourist, said that he faced similar problems with his government as well.
Yeah, so this morning we had planned an Australian evacuation plan to get us out into Jordan. And then at 3 a.m. once America came and bombed the nuclear facilities, the Australian government emailed us that it's cancelled due to the recent escalation. So here we are, we're still here in the Holy Land, waiting on a way out. Yeah, it's obviously a bit hard. Firstly, I love being here. Every moment I'm here, every extra moment's good. But not knowing when we can get out is a bit a bit of a struggle. Also have to go back to work. We wanted to get our lives on with, so yeah, it's been a bit hard.
The night after these interviews were filmed, Iran once again attacked Israel, but was able to send only a single missile into Israeli airspace, a significant reduction from the hundreds of missiles sent in the initial days of the war. This morning, the city faced another strike, which was also of a smaller scale. With Iranian firepower rapidly depleting, it appears that life is returning to the city's streets and that, in this respect at least, the costs of destroying Iran's nuclear program may be minimal. I'm Adam Zivo, reporting from Jerusalem for the News Forum.